Hello everyone, welcome to today's video where I will be sharing with you 5 new drugstore purchases that truly blew me away with their quality and performance, and I could not wait to share them with you. 4 of the products were purchased on a recent shopping trip to CVS. I like to scour the drugstores for the latest makeup releases, and sometimes I just go to purchase things that I've heard about in other people's videos or on social media. I've heard that they're good, and I like to do dupes videos every few months. I just put one up about a week ago that people seem to really be loving. So of course, if I'm going to do those types of videos, I need to continually buy drugstore makeup and find out what's good and what's not. So in this video, you will be seeing, as I said, 4 items from that CVS haul and then 1 item that I purchased from Target, but it might be available at CVS and probably Walgreens and probably anywhere else that sells this brand, which is L'Oreal Elvive. This is the 8-second Wonder Water. For those of you that are new to my channel, I don't usually wear my hair like this. I, more often than not, will have my hair curled, and I usually add in a couple of either clip-ins on the side or a halo hair extension to make it look fuller, and I do sort of beachy waves, but I rarely ever do just a traditional round brush blowout and then come on camera. And the reason for that is I always feel like my hair looks healthier when I have those extension pieces in or when my hair's curled. But after using this Wonder Water one time and blowing out my hair, I looked in the mirror and said, whoa, I have never blow dried my hair and gotten this good of a result without having to use a flat iron or just a bunch of other products. This pretty much transformed the texture of my hair. I have hair that's wavy overall, curlier towards the back. It's sort of coarse, it gets frizzy very easily. I really have to use high heat and a lot of tension to get it to look like this, but this product made it so easy. So its claims are that it will leave your hair silkier, shinier. It contains no silicones. There will be no weigh down, and no, my hair does not feel weighed down at all. It is a hair transforming lamellar, I don't know if I pronounced that right, lamellar rinse out. So of course I looked up the term lamellar to see what it meant. And according to Google, lamellar technology is a type of liquid hair treatment that's a far cry from the hair masks you know of. The texture of it looks like water, which it does, but transforms into a light froth when it's applied to wet hair in the shower. You shampoo your hair and of course rinse it out. Then on the back of the package, there are little dosing amounts. It says 20 ml, 20 ml, all the way down. So for each use, you will go down 20 ml. So what I do is I just put it on my head like this. I don't pour it into my hand because I tried that stupidly and it kind of fell through my fingers. So I just apply it on my head and then I look down to see how much more I need to use. And then I put a little bit more, look down. And so when I get to that 20 ml point, that's when I stop. You massage it in for 8 seconds and rinse it out. Now it says you may feel a slight warming sensation when the product activates, but I did not feel that at all. It says to use it 2 to 3 times per week on wet hair after shampoo, 1 dose for fine to medium texture, 2 to 3 doses for thick or curly texture. Add 1 more dose if you have long hair. Use conditioner after if needed. I just used 1 dose and I did not use conditioner afterward. For me, I did not feel it was needed. My hair felt so silky as I was blow drying it. I mean, do I have the healthiest hair in the world? No, I'm in my mid to late 40s, so my hair is aging, and I color my hair and I heat style it a couple times per week. But obviously I think this made my hair look pretty darn good, and I definitely recommend giving it a try. Next up is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter. It said new on the display, but as we all know, sometimes drugstores have a display that says new when a product's already been out for several months. I do not know how long this product has been out, but it's new to me, and Wet n Wild is super affordable, so I picked this up for around $3 to $4. And as the title of this video states, I was blown away at first use. This reminds me so much of my beloved Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's a little bit more glowy, at least this particular shade is, so I'm not sure I would use it all over my face, but I personally use the Hollywood Flawless Filter more as a highlighter on my cheekbones, and this one is perfect for that. And of course the Hollywood Flawless Filter comes in many, many, many shades, and this I believe only comes in 2 or 3 shades, if I recall correctly. So anyway, I am going to tap a little bit of this on my cheekbone and watch this. Look at that glow. And all you need is just these 2 little dots. I'm also going to dab a little bit in my tear ducts. And what I love most about this is that it does not accentuate the texture on my cheekbones. If you like a glowy makeup look, you've got to get this. Maybe I should have shown this next product before the highlighter, but I really wanted to put some highlighter on before I got too far into this video. About 2 weeks ago or so, this foundation from Kat Von D went viral. This is the Good Apple foundation from KVD Vegan Beauty, and it, as I said, went viral. It sold out at Sephora, it sold out at Ulta. I'm pretty sure it sold out on the KVD Beauty website. Everybody was raving about this product. I raved about it myself at first, but then the more I used it, the more I discovered that it's just really not great for my oily skin. It didn't last, and just overall, I ended up changing my mind about it from liking it to really not liking it at all. But what happens when a higher end product goes viral? People start looking for dupes. And a couple that I saw mentioned were the Milani Cream to Powder foundation, which I've tried. I like it. I actually use the dark shade, one of the very dark shades, for cream contour often. But another dupe that was mentioned was this one from CoverGirl. It is the Simply Ageless makeup. And CVS likes to put a sticker over the top, so I'm just gonna look it up online to give you more details. Now let me start off by saying that the shade range in this is no comparison to that of the KVD. From what I can see, this product only comes in 10 shades, which is pretty pitiful. I remember trying this foundation years ago and thinking it was good, not great. It didn't blow me away at the time, but now that my skin is older and it's changing seemingly week by week, I applied this using a brush, as you can see here, and I thought it was great. It does have an SPF of 28. It contains hyaluronic complex and vitamin C. It is meant for mature skin. It floats over the fine lines. It just makes my skin look really, really perfected, but not heavy or cakey. I use the shade 240 Natural Beige, and it lasts a heck of a lot longer on my skin than the Good Apple does. So for those of you that are looking for a budget-friendly, cruelty-free, everyday makeup that contains SPF and has skincare ingredients, definitely give this one a try. So remember at the beginning I said that 4 of the products were purchased at CVS. Well, CVS is the only brick and mortar store that I have been able to find this brand JOAH. JOAH, J-O-A-H. I purchased 2 products. I've tried some of their products in the past and just sort of felt they were meh, not bad, not great. But I picked up the brow pencil and this eyeshadow palette. And as soon as I started using them, I thought, I am really, really impressed. Let's start with the brow pencil. And yes, I do have it on right now. I also have the eyeshadow palette on. I'm wearing everything that I'm showing you in this video. So I purchased the shade, by the way, this is the Precision Brow Pencil. And it retailed for $3.99, I think is what I paid for it. And I purchased the Cool Blonde shade. If you're new here, just so you know, I am forever on the hunt for the perfect brow product. I have a container this big and this deep of brow products of all price ranges, from Tom Ford to Elf to JOAH to Urban Decay. I mean, I love brow products because I think brows are so important. They really frame your face and brow styles change. Now the fluffy laminated look is really in style, and I have products for that. But when I need to do my makeup quickly, or I'm just doing an everyday makeup look, I just reach for a good old classic brow pencil. And this one definitely rivals the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, the Precisely My Brow from Benefit. But what I like about this cool blonde shade, that it is nearly identical to the neutral blonde shade of Huda Beauty Balm Brows, which I've spoken about in other videos. The first time I used this Huda Beauty product, I looked in the mirror and said, this is the most perfect brow color I have ever used. And I was raving about it here, Instagram, everywhere. But then after about a week or so, the very fine tip kept breaking. And then I would go to use it again and it would be okay, but then it would break again. I can't even show you swatches side by side because I went through this pencil so quickly, the Huda Beauty. So discovering this JOAH pencil really got me excited, because I promise you, if you are looking for the perfect neutral, I know this says cool, but this is a perfect light neutral blonde shade, and it goes on so well. I don't have to go over and over to get it to stick to my skin. As I mentioned earlier, it's comparable to the ABH Brow Wiz or the Benefit Precisely My Brow in that it has this very fine tip. It's almost as fine as the Huda Beauty. This is honestly the finest tip I've ever used, but I think that's why it breaks so often. This is very fine as well, but it's not breaking on me. And even if it did, I'm okay with buying a brow pencil that's $4 every 2 to 3 weeks. I'm not that thrilled with the idea of spending $17 or $18 every 2 to 3 weeks though. And lastly, I wanted to try one of the eyeshadow palettes that I was drawn to. This one is called the Escape palette in Nudist Colony. This appeared to be a really great everyday eyeshadow palette. You know, I just noticed that JOAH is made by Kiss products. I did not know that. I buy Kiss eyelashes quite often, and the Kiss press-on nails. So I don't know why I did not know this, but okay, JOAH is made by Kiss. And this palette retails for approximately $11 or $12, depending on where you buy it, depending on if you have coupons at CVS. I always have coupons. So I probably spent maybe $6 or $7 on this. And I was just really impressed with the pigmentation of these eyeshadows. Here are some swatches for you. The only thing that I wish was different about this palette is that one of these brown shades were matte. They're all shimmer. They're not super shimmery and sparkly, but I prefer most of the time to use a matte eyeshadow for my liner or on my outer corners, but I've been using this for the last couple of days, and I used this middle brown shade all over my lid, and then I did use this darker brown that has a little bit of shimmer on the outer corners, and I honestly think it looks pretty good. The formula of these shimmers is the kind that really doesn't accentuate texture on the lids. I don't have the firmest eyelids anymore, but I find these to be beautiful on the eye. They really just smooth out my lids. I love this gold topper shade. It's not an opaque shimmer. You just use your finger and pat it on your lid, and it can take your look from day to night. And I have to say, this reminds me of my Charlotte Tilbury quads with the bonus of having 2 more shades. So yeah, this little palette definitely impressed me. The packaging is, you know, not so great. It's definitely kind of cheap looking. But if you can get past that and you're looking for a really good, affordable, everyday eyeshadow palette, I would highly recommend this. Okay, I really hope you all enjoyed hearing about the 5 recent affordable makeup purchases that really impressed me. To be honest, they blew me away, especially these 2 right here. Let me know in the comments what drugstore products have blown you away, the ones that you are so impressed with, that you recommend to everybody. I would love to hear about them and check them out. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I do try to upload new videos at least twice per week. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.